See, VBScript Excel object model. Excel object model in VBScript. See, Excel application operations. Excel application operations using Excel application object. Next, purpose of the Excel application object. It is used to perform operations on Excel application. Next, how to create? Say, Excel application object. It is used to create Excel. It is used to perform operations on Excel application, or you can say Excel files. Next, create Excel object, Excel application object. Set variable equal to create object. It is built-in function of VBScript. Next, class value. What is the class value for creating Excel application object, Sujata?
Excel.application.
Excel.application, not case sensitive. Excel.application. Say, examples. See, first one, create an Excel file. Create an Excel file. Say, first declare variable dim obj Excel. Next, set obj Excel equal to create object of Excel dot application. Excel dot application. Next, object dot visible property. Type V, select visible property, visible equal to true. What is the functionality of this statement? To view the operation during execution. Here, what is the operation? Creating Excel file. See, to view the operation, here operation is creating a Excel file, or you can say technical term Excel workbook. to view the operation during execution, script execution. Next, object dot workbooks, type W, select workbooks property dot add method. Say workbooks. Excel is workbook, bunch of sheets. Suppose if it is text file, notepad, single entity. If it is Excel file, multiple sheets. By default 3 sheets. You can add or remove sheets. See workbooks dot add. Suppose if file already exists, workbooks dot open. See it is new file. Create new workbook. See technical term is workbook, or you can say file. Next, object dot active active workbook means select the workbook internally dot save as. See it is new file na, path required, path for storing. Save as, provide the path for storing. Suppose I want to store on desktop. See provide the desktop path. Just a minute. Suppose qtp dot xls. See save the Excel workbook or file. Next, object, just a minute. Object dot quit. Object dot quit. Observe Sujata, what is the functionality of this last statement? Guess.
To close the Excel application, sir.
To close the Excel application. To close the Excel application. Say in Excel, 3 entities. We have 3 entities. Observe. Open this one. This is Excel application. Excel, just a minute. Close. This is Excel application. Excel application. Next, Excel workbook or file. Next, Excel worksheet or sheet. 3 entities. Just a minute. See, this is Excel application. From this Excel application, you can open and close Excel files. Next, this ABCD is Excel file or workbook. Next, observe left side bottom. Sheet 1, Sheet 2, Sheet 3. These are sheets. You can rename sheets and you can add or remove sheets. See, 3 entities. Tell me, Kanti, what are the 3 entities in Excel, Microsoft Excel?
Excel application, Excel workbook, Excel worksheet.
Good. Next, come to the script. Next, see, if you close the Excel application, file will be closed automatically. Next, as usual, release the memory. Set object equal to nothing. See, to release the memory. Observe on desktop. Just a minute. You remove this one. Run the script.
Equal sign is not
Okay,
there.
okay. Equal sign. Syntax error. Just a minute. Just a minute. Okay. Run the script. Observe. Aarti, what happened?
The Excel application got closed.
What happened, Sujata?
Oh yeah, you created the Excel file.
Excel
desktop.
file. That operation also visible na? Just a minute. Observe, Kanti. Observe the difference. Find the difference. Suppose this time, not this statement. Is object Excel dot visible. The statement is optional. Run the script. What is the difference? Difference between these two iterations. Sujata, difference between these two iterations.
We can see the operation during the
Execution. During the execution. If we use object Excel dot visible equal to true statement, you can view the operation during execution. If you don't use, you can get final output, but operation not visible. That is the only difference. Anyhow, it is optional statement. Run the script. Say. Okay. This is about creating a Excel file or workbook. Next, run the script once again. Observe, Kanti. Run the script once again. What what is the problem?
That it already exists, sir.
File already exists. That's why it is showing error. Okay. Next time, modify the requirement, error handling. See, My second example is check the existence of QTP file. If not exist, then create the file. If exist, don't do anything. See error handling. See for checking the file existence, file system object required. It is file system operation. Checking the file existence, file system operation. See checking the folder existence or file existence, any file, text file or Excel file or Word or PDF, any file. Checking the file existence is file system operation. See in this script, combination of file system object and Excel object. See obj fso, create file system object, set obj fso equal to create object of scripting dot file system object. Next condition, write the condition. If obj fso dot file exists of say if you want to use any file path multiple times, you take the path into variable, but it is not mandatory. You can use file path multiple times in the script. Otherwise, take the path into variable. Wherever required, use the path, use the variable. Say file path. It's not mandatory. You can use path directly. Equal to file path. Say file exists of file path. Here negative condition required. Negative condition. If not is logical operator of VBScript. If not so and so file exists, then create the file and save. If exists, don't do anything. Here one way condition, negative condition. One way negative condition. Observe on desktop, QTP file already exists. If you run this script, it won't create again. It won't show any error. It leaves. Run the script. Over. Next, second scenario, file not exists on desktop. It will create the file. Run the script. Okay, Narthi? Error handling?
Yeah, yes, sir.
Okay. Next, third example. Just I'm modifying the second example. I'm enhancing the second example. Check the existence of QTP file. If exists, then open the file and enter some data. Enter data means write. Next, if not exists, then create the file and enter some data. This is my requirement. See here, enter data is mandatory operation. Enter data. If file not exists, then create the file and enter data. If file exists, open the file and enter data. Not exists, create the file and enter some data. Okay, na Sujata, did you understand the requirement? What is the requirement?
If file exists, open the file and enter some data. If not exists, create the file and then enter some data.
Here, what is the mandatory task?
Entering some data.
Entering some data is mandatory. Okay. See, positive condition, two-way condition. Say object Excel workbook.add. Next, enter some data. Obj Excel dot worksheets property, worksheets of first sheet. I want to enter data into first sheet. Dot cells of 1, 1, first row, first column equal to hello UFT. Next, save, quit. Next, else, just a minute. Else, if file already exists, obj excel dot workbooks property dot add method, open method, file path already variable is there. Open method. Next, save. Obj excel dot active workbook dot save. Enough. Observe. File already exists. Open the file. What is the problem?
Sir, if file exists already.
Just a minute. Oh, okay, okay. Display.
Open, I think so. Open.
Otherwise, you can use negative condition, na? Just simple. Make it negative condition. If file not exist, create the file, enter data. Otherwise, open the file, enter data. Enter data statement. What is the problem? See, file file not exists. Run the script. File created. Open the file. What is the problem?
So the extension is not Excel, .xls, it's .xls, I think.
Just a minute. Excel.
Excel SX.
Open the file. See data entered. First scenario. Next, remove the data. Save. Now no data. Run the script. Just opened and entered. Okay, Nakanti?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. See, in Excel object model also, sub and sub objects available. Sub and sub objects. This time, I didn't use sub and sub objects. Using main object only, I performed all operations. I selected the sheet and enter data. See, creating workbook is workbook level operation. Enter data is sheet level operation. See, using main object only, I performed all Excel operations. Using sub and sub objects also, you can conduct. See, Excel objects. First one, Excel application object. What is the functionality of Excel application object? See, it is used to perform operations on Excel application. Next, how to create object. Set variable equal to create object of class value Excel dot application. Excel dot application. Just a minute. Next, Excel workbook object. Excel workbook object. It is used to work with Excel file or workbook. Set Excel object, name whatever it might be, Excel application object dot set variable equal to Excel application object dot workbooks dot add. If file not exist, use add method. If file already exists, use open method. For open method, file path required. Next, Excel worksheet object. Excel worksheet object. It is used to work with specified worksheet. Here also Excel workbook object also used to work with specified workbook. We can work with multiple workbooks also, but Excel application always only one. You may have multiple workbooks and for every workbook multiple worksheets. Got this point, Sujata?
Yes, sir.
Say set variable equal to Excel workbook object. Say we create workbook object using application object, worksheet object using workbook object dot worksheets of sheet ID or sheet name. Say Excel application is always only one. Next, we may have one or more workbooks. Next, we may have multiple sheets in every workbook. Next, how to create Excel, say using Excel dot application class value, we create Excel application object. Excel application object. Next, we create, see, using Excel application class value, we create Excel application object. Next, we create Excel workbook object using Kanti, using
Excel workbook object dot.
I'm not asking syntax. Tell me, Sujata, we create Excel workbook object using
Excel application object.
Yes, Excel application object. Excel application object. Next, just a minute. We create Excel worksheet object using Kanti, using
Excel workbook object, sir.
good, using Excel workbook object. Say Excel application is parent object, workbook is child object, worksheet is subchild object. And one more thing, in file system object model also we created one sub object, text stream object. Text stream object. What is the purpose of text stream object? Used to perform operations on, used to perform internal operations, internal file operations like read, write, compare, and search, etc. File system operation, text stream object. Text stream object in file system object model used to perform file internal operations like reading, writing, comparing, etc. Okay, in file system object model, see, one difference is there in between file system object model and Excel application object model. In file system object model, creating sub object is mandatory for internal file operations. We can apply read, write methods only on text stream object. But in Excel object model, creating sub and sub objects not mandatory. Using main object, Excel application object also, we can perform all Excel operations. Then what is the use of sub and sub objects? User friendliness point of view, you can use. sub and sub objects, and one primary purpose also there. If you want to work with multiple files, multiple sheets, the time you can use sub and sub objects. Observe difference between file system object model and Excel object model in case of sub objects. See, in file system object model, creating text stream object is mandatory to perform file internal operations like read, write, compare, search, etc. But in Excel application object model, see, in Excel object model, creating sub and sub objects optional. But one purpose is there, Sujata. What is the purpose?
User friendliness, sir.
User friendliness is not the primary purpose. See, if you want to work with multiple files and multiple sheets, then we can use sub and sub objects. Got the point, Kanti?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Sujata, any confusion?
No, sir, no confusion.
Okay, cool. Say, earlier I used only main object for sheet level operation also. Here I selected the first sheet and entered some data, but I didn't use any sheet object, workbook object, only main object. Next, same requirement using sub and sub objects. Sub and sub objects. What is the third example? See, this is third example. Check the existence of QTP file. If exists, then open the file and enter some data. If not exists, then create the file and enter some data using Excel application object only. Next requirement, next example. Using main and sub objects. Using main and sub objects. Say file path, file system object, Excel object, next obj workbook, obj worksheet. See, if not exists, first add. This is, see, set obj workbook equal to, next set obj worksheet equal to, obj workbook dot, see, worksheets. Next save method is workbook level. Obj workbook dot save as. Next same here also. Next set worksheet. Obj workbook. Save. Quit. Run the script. See, first, okay, file already exists. No data. File already exists. No data. Next, run the script. Object required. Where? Workbook dot sheet cells 1 of 1. Obj worksheet. Observe the problem, Sujata. Obj worksheet equal to obj workbook dot worksheets of 1. Line 13.
Sir, you have a two equal set object workbook worksheet equal to object worksheet dot worksheet. You have a two equals like object. Is it okay? I don't know. Then you have to define the hello UFT in somewhere in other column?
No, just a minute. Yes. Just a minute. Other line.
Oh, you are missing equal. I got it. Okay.
OBJ worksheet dot
Cells, I guess. Cells, yeah.
Cells of just a minute.
The typo there, sir. Yeah.
Just a minute. See, 2 equals to used that statement now. That's why problem. See, process not completed. Open the Excel file. No data. Run the script. Open the file. Data entered. Next, delete the file. Now no file. Run the script. Open the file. Okay na Kanti?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
See, same requirement. First time we created using Excel application object only. This time main and sub objects. Next example, real-time example, data-driven testing. See, in parameterization chapter, some scripts pending. This time, I'm going to use Excel for data-driven testing. Earlier, we used Excel for data-driven testing, but with the help of data table. First, we imported data to data table. Using data table, we connected test data. But here, no mediator. Read data directly from external file and connect data. See, read data from a Excel file and perform data-driven testing for login functionality. Okay. See, first create the basic test. Record HP software. Oh, and set a record na. Okay, close statement also generate. launching statement system.util dot run path of the executable file. Run it once, dry run. See executing without errors. Test is ready. Next, create test data. See agent password. See, first time I'm going to use valid inputs only. Next example we will use valid and invalid inputs. Actually, primary purpose of data driven testing is positive and negative testing. We need to use valid and invalid inputs for positive and negative testing. See, this time only valid inputs. Next time we will use valid and invalid inputs. Just a minute. See 5 sets. Save. See, test is ready. Test data also ready. Read data and connect. Read data and connect. Okay, concentrate. Dim obj axl next obj workbook, next obj worksheet. I create a Excel application object, set obj excel equal to create object of excel dot application. Next, create workbook object. Kanti, create workbook object. Tell me the syntax.
Tell me the syntax. Set object workbook. Set object workbook equal to object excel dot workbooks
File already exists.
Open.
Okay, put mute echo coming.
Dot open.
Put mute. Okay, Kanti. You try to adjust your voice device. Earlier not echo, no echo, but this time echo coming. Okay. Say, Aarti, create worksheet object.
Set obj worksheet equal to
obj worksheet equal to
obj workbook.
Good. Obj workbook
Dot worksheets.
dot worksheets.
And we have to put the number. So number 1 at the number 1 sheet.
Data available in sheet 1.
Sheet number 1, yeah.
Okay. All objects created. Next, if you want to read data from Excel, take row count. For reading, row count required. For writing, no row count. Row count not required for writing, but for reading, row count required. I'm taking one more variable, a rows count. Rows count equal to obj worksheet, sheet level. Say for this third level, no context help. You need to remember the methods and properties. Obj worksheet dot used range means data range. Data available in five rows, that is used range. Dot rows dot count. Dot columns dot count also there. Next, use loop structure for I equal to 1 to a rows count. Step 1, increment 1. Next, connect data. If you want to observe the data, insert wait statement, it is optional. Connect data. Obj worksheet of, tell me Sujata.
OBJ worksheet dot cells of I, comma 1.
Dot cells of I. I indicates rows. Rows only vary. Columns fixed. First column. Otherwise, you can use column name. What is the column name? First column name.
A.
Capital A. See, you can use column number 1 or capital A. It is column name. Next, OBJ worksheet dot cells, just a minute.
I of B.
Dot cells of I comma B or 2. Just a minute. A is column name. You can use either column name or column ID. 2 is column ID. Column name. Just a minute. I is row. Next, complete the formalities. Save not required. We are just reading the data. First, quit the Excel. Quit the Excel application. Excel application object dot quit method. Next, release the memory for all three objects. Set obj workbook equal to nothing. Set obj workbook equal to nothing. Next, set obj worksheet equal obj excel equal to nothing.
Sir, line 21, you need a worksheet there.
Worksheet.
21.
Oh, okay.
Worksheet. Okay.
Good. See, creating first main, sub, closing, sub, main. It's not mandatory, but creation is first main, next sub, that is mandatory. Closing, this is the standard. Okay. Run the script. See, first, one problem is there. Observe, here first row is not data.
Column header, sir.
Column header. First row is not data. Column header. We need to skip that one. If it is data table, that is ready-made environment, EFT tool feature, data table considers Excel first row as column header, but here no such type of formalities. Each and everything we need to define. Okay, here in this for loop, try to use 2 row count. Okay, na Kanti, 2 row count. We are skipping the first row. Okay. Run the script. See, test 1, test 2, test 3, test 4 running. Over. Next example. See, this example, plain execution, no verification point, no invalid input. Next, use invalid input and write the result. See, read data from Excel file and perform data-driven testing for login functionality. Next, and write test result. Write test result to the same file, reading and writing. Same file, third column. See, this is my requirement. Third column, test result. See, instead of entering this column header, you can define the column header through script also. Here insert verification point. if window of flight reservation dot exists of 12, otherwise it takes tool default synchronization time. After checking the existence, close the file in order to perform, close the window in order to perform next iteration. Next, write the result. See, in computer programming, value assignment from right to left. Reading time, Excel right side. Writing time, Excel left side. Source is right side. Destination is left side. See, reading time, Excel is source, that's why right side. Writing time, Excel is destination, left side. See. I comma 3 equal to login successful. See, you can enter any meaningful message. Else login failed, login unsuccessful, failed. Next, fail item error handling required. You need to close the error pop-up. System util dot close descendant process. See, we are writing the data now. Save. Save is workbook level. If you enter data to any sheet, first sheet or second sheet or third sheet, save is workbook level. Just save the workbook. Just a minute. See, first record valid input, second record invalid agent name, third record incorrect password, fourth record agent name blank, fifth record again valid. First record valid, second record, second, third, fourth records invalid, last record valid. Run the script. See, first record valid, valid input, invalid. It waits maximum 12 seconds. After 12 seconds, it will go to else part. In the else part, error handling already there. See, third record incorrect password. After 12 seconds, it will go to else part. Next, fourth record agent name blank. Fifth record valid input. Over. Open the Excel file. Observarthi. First record passed, last record passed, middle three failed na. Sujata, observe.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Actually, this is the primary purpose of data-driven testing. Positive and negative testing. In this example, we used valid and invalid inputs. Next, just I am enhancing the requirement. 3 times failed. Okay. 3 times failed. But I want reasons. Capture error messages for failed scenarios. Capture error messages for failed scenarios, for failed iterations. Error messages increase the clarity of result. Error messages increase the clarity of result. See, 3 iterations failed, but different reasons. Failed, okay, but different reasons. If you capture the reasons, nothing but error messages, they increase the clarity of result. Suppose first failed iteration, agent name must be 4 characters long. Second one, incorrect password. Third one, agent name blank. Just a minute. See, fourth column, error message. Error message. See, for failed scenarios only, error message. Before close descendant process. Just a minute. Step generator. Take hand icon, show the object. Value. Here click method not correct. Get RO property of text property, return value, variable not required. I'll directly export. Save. Put base state and run the script. What is the problem? Oh, double equal to. Run the script. See, first record valid input. Second record incorrect agent name. Invalid agent name. Incorrect password, third record. See last record again, valid input. Open the file. Observe Kanti. First two columns input, second two columns output. Input, second two columns output. Okay. Okay. Put mute. You check your device, you adjust your device at least by tomorrow. See, 3 records, 3 iterations failed time reasons. Okay, na Sujata?
Yes, sir.
Just a minute. Oh. Observe Arthi how to retrieve it. What is the shortcut key for that? What is the shortcut key for undo? Control Z.
Control.
Huh? If I use
Control Z.
Control.
Oh yeah, Z. Yeah. Control Z. Yeah.
But what is the 7th requirement? Not okay. I think I didn't use that one. See and write test result and error messages to the same file. Next, see in a file system object model, we used that example. Read button names. Read button names from login dialog and export to Excel file second sheet. Read button names from login dialog box and export to Excel file second sheet. See, this is my requirement. Okay. Next, guide me. Sujata, guide me.
Yes, sir.
Here, description object also required na?
Like O button.
Description object required. Description object to work with application objects. Say, dim obj axl obj workbook obj worksheet. Next, O button. Next, buttons I. Okay. Now tell me the statements. First, create Excel application object.
Set obj excel is equal to create object of excel dot application.
Okay, just wait. Excel equal to create object of class value Excel dot application. Next, workbook object.
Set obj workbook equal obj excel dot workbooks dot open.
Obj excel file already there. Workbooks, type W and select workbooks property dot open method of file path. Take the file path. Next,
Set obj worksheet is equal to
set obj worksheet equal to
obj workbook
obj workbook
dot worksheet
dot worksheets
parenthesis 2.
2 sheet ID. Okay,
Sheet ID.
3 objects created, 3 Excel objects created. Next, create a description object.
Set O button equals
Set O button equal to
description dot create.
good. Description dot create. Next, enter property information, property value, O button of
Class name
property name, class name dot value equal to what is the test object class name for button object in Windows environment?
win button.
Win button. Next, store object reference. Set another
Button.
variable buttons equal to dialog of login dot child objects method of description object. Description object is O button. Okay. Next,
Message box is new.
it is optional.
Count.
Message box buttons dot count. Next, use loop structure for I equal to 0 to n minus 1.
Buttons count minus 1.
See, buttons dot count minus 1. Next, directly export obj worksheet dot cells of I plus 2. Why I am writing I plus 2? Here I is 0, initial value 0, but I want to write button names from second row. First row column header. First row column header. You can define column header. Suppose obj excel dot obj worksheet dot cells of 1 comma 1 equal to button names. Observe Aarti, here we are using I variable for two different usages. One is I for index starts from 0. Another is I for row starts from 2 in this scenario. That's why I am using I plus 2. Instead of using another variable, I am using same variable for two different usages. Okay, na?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Got it, sir. Thank you.
Welcome. I comma 2. Next column 1 only equal to buttons of I dot get row property of text property. Next save required now. Just a minute. obj workbook dot save. Next, quit the Excel application. obj excel dot quit. Next, release the memory for all three objects. Set obj worksheet equal to nothing. Next, set obj workbook equal to nothing. Next, set obj excel equal to nothing. See, run the script, launch that dialog, base state, run. See, 3 object required. There's a problem in this one. obj worksheet. You created a worksheet object now. I plus 2 1. Here second row. Try to identify the problem, Sujata. I equal to 2 buttons count dot minus 1. Buttons of I dot get row property of text. Okay. It is showing set obj worksheet. Problem. Here I didn't use K. Spell mistake. Okay, logic is correct. Spell mistake. Run the script. 3 over. Open the file. Select second sheet. See, column header also we defined. Observe Aarti, exported now.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Next, same requirement. Web. Read link names from Google homepage. See. Read link names. Link names from Google homepage and export to third sheet. Okay. See button. Change the name. Where is that one? Search, replace, link. Browser of creation time colon equal to 0. Get arrow property. Suppose third sheet. Launch the Google homepage. Run the script. 0. Why 0? Just a minute.
Get arrow property is linked, no sir? Linked.
First of all, it is not showing link count now. It is showing 0. Why it is showing 0? Okay. Okay, correct. Observe the problem. Here, what is the test object class name for link?
Link, sir.
Link
only. Next, for web, use mic class. Just a minute. Okay. Run the script. Still 0. Test object class name. Oh, mic class.
Sir, there is a type of mic class, MICCA. Sir, there is a type of mic class, MICCA.
Mic class value.
Mic
Class value.
Child objects of
Correct. Links dot count. Still it is showing 0. It is showing 0. Browser of Google. Okay. Identify the problem, Sujata.
Do we have to put the property name, sir, or browser title?
Link only. Browser title Google only na. It is not capturing. Child objects of olink. Set olink equal to description dot create.
I think we are missing the page. Browser and the page and then child
Good.
object.
Yes, yes. See, page of Google. Good. See, hierarchy. See, link is child of page. Page is child of browser. Run 54 links over. Third sheet. Okay na?
Yes, sir.
See, object hierarchy problem. See, next, one more reading example. Read customer names from 1 to 10 records and export to Excel. Just a minute. Suppose second column. Description object not required. See sheet 2. Customer names. Next, generate the open order script. Record open order, capture customer name, design, step generator, take hand icon, show the object, get RO property value text, next return value, suppose customer name, is variable. Use loop structure for I equal to 2 from second row. I equal to 1 only, na? Okay. Open 1 to 10 records only. 1 to 10 records. Next, pass I as parameter. Next, export the value obj worksheet dot cells of I. Sujata, cells of I
+1, sir.
plus 1. See here, I we are using for two different purposes. I as row, I as order number 1 to 10, order numbers 1 to 10. Next, I as row, rows from 2. Why? First row column header I plus 1 comma 1 equals to
Order number
customer name. Customer name. Next, workbook save quit. Put base state, run the script, over. Open the file, observe Aarti.
Yes, sir.
See
Yeah.
customer names,
Yes, sir.
10 names exported from 2 to 11 rows. Okay. So I think all of you familiar with reading and writing Excel. Reading and writing. Next, before going to discuss comparison examples to high level operations, application level, using Excel application object you can conduct. First, create an Excel file and rename first sheet as module. Next, second sheet as test case. Next, third sheet as test step. Understand the requirement, Sujata. Creating Excel file and renaming sheets. What
Yes,
are
sir.
the default names? If you create Excel
Sheet 1,
workbook,
sheet 2, sheet 3.
sheet 1, sheet 2, sheet 3. But I don't want those names. I want module, test case, test sheet. Okay. See, dim obj Excel. First create Excel application object. Set obj Excel equal to create object of Excel dot application. Next, create workbook. Aarti, create workbook using Excel application object.
set obj workbook.
Why set? We are not going to create workbook object. Create workbook. Create workbook.
Oh, okay. Obj worksheet. Obj Excel.
Obj Excel
equal to create object.
Create workbook, not object. Using Excel application object, we can create workbook. How to create?
Equal to
no. Sujata, continue.
Workbooks dot. Okay.
Sujata, continue.
obj excel obj workbook is equal to obj excel dot workbooks dot open, sir.
Create. Why open?
Oh, add.
Tell me the complete syntax. Obj Excel
is equal to.
Not equal to. Obj Excel dot
workbooks.
OBJ Excel dot workbooks. Put mute. Workbooks dot add. Next, it creates a workbook with 3 default sheets. Sheet names sheet 1, sheet 2, sheet 3. I want to rename. Save. Obj workbook dot worksheets. First select first sheet dot name equal to module. Next, 2, 3. Test case, test step. Next, save. New file na save as obj excel dot active workbook, means select the file dot, just a minute, active workbook dot save as, provide the path. Next, quit Excel application, obj excel dot quit. Next, release the memory, set obj excel dot obj excel equal to nothing. Run the script. Just a minute. File name qtp2. Run the script. Open the file. Observe left side bottom. Sujata, left side bottom.
Yes, sir.
Module test case test step na?
Yes, sir.
Okay. See, next example is also high level operation. Create an Excel file and move example I can give as assignment. Create an Excel file and add one more sheet. Say for Microsoft Excel, by default 3 sheets. You can add or remove sheets. I want to add one more sheet. Means I want 4 sheets. Okay. I want 4 sheets. See, this is create new workbook. Next, obj excel dot worksheets dot worksheets dot add. This is, see, workbooks dot add new workbook, worksheets dot add new worksheet. Create new worksheet. Next, save required. Save workbook level. Obj excel dot active workbook. Select the workbook dot save. It is new file now. Save as. Oh. Save as file path. Path for storing. Save. Suppose QTP3. Next, quit. Nothing. Run the script. Open the file. Observe left side bottom. How many sheets, Sujata?
4 sheets, sir.
4 sheets. New sheet created at first position. Okay, 4 sheets. Next one, assignment. Assignment. See, create an Excel file and move first sheet to third position. Say, if you create Excel file, 3 sheets or sheet names, sheet 1, sheet 2, sheet 3. I want to move first sheet to third position. Final, what are the sheets sequence? Sheet 3, sheet 2, sheet 1. Isn't it, Sujata? If you move first sheet to third position, sheet 2, sheet 3, sheet 1, sheet 2, sheet 3, sheet 1 na? Just a minute. Creation time. What is the sheet positions? Sheets position. What is the sheets position? Sheet 1, sheet 2, sheet 3. Next, move first sheet to third position. Then what is the sheet's position? First move to last one. What is the position?
2, 3 and 1. 2, 3 and 1.
Good.
2, 3, 1.
Sheet 2. Next, sheet 3. Next, sheet 1. Okay. This is my requirement. Okay. Next, comparison examples we will discuss tomorrow. See, next, comparison examples. Here we will discuss 1-to-1 comparison. Here textual and binary comparison. Textual and binary comparison. Next, many to many comparison. It is perfect comparison. Here also we will discuss textual and binary. Okay, we will meet tomorrow same time. Thank you.